Hello and welcome. It's the last day of May 2020, and as it's a Sunday and all the shops are closed here in Budapest, and there are thunderstorms outside, thought we would sit down and have a little chat. In the last 12 or so hours, we have seen the two extremes of human civilization. On one hand, an unarmed person murdered by another human, and then on the other, going into space where thousands of people can work together and overcome any individual need or desire and do something the world can respect and care about. It's amazing. So let's start with the happy one first. Elon Musk's company, SpaceX, launched astronauts up into space. I think the first time an American has been launched into space by an American, from American soil in 12, 15 years, something like that. Been using Russian rockets for the last little bit. I watched it. It was amazing. I love it. I've always hated the complaints when Challenger blew up that, oh, we can't do this, people can die. Oh, it costs a fortune. Yes, to both. But astronauts know that risk. And personally, I would love to do it. If I could go into space, if Musk asked me or NASA, yeah. And even if they said 100% chance we can't get you back, yeah. It's more than I'm going to do in my whole life. I would love to do that. So, them dying doesn't matter. They know the risks. They accept the risks. Not a big deal. Not a deal at all. Doesn't matter. And the cost, yes, it's expensive. But the argument we could give that money to the citizens or that's garbage. It doesn't work like that. This is something higher up that advances the civilization. It's something we can look forward to. As kids, we can look into the sky and dream. Neil deGrasse Tyson says it the best when he gives his speeches. It lifts human spirits. Just giving everyone a paycheck instead would be worth. You go out and buy a beer, you can, I don't know, pay. Do strippers still exist? Pay for a stripper? Stuff that doesn't matter. Gives you enjoyment for an hour and then it's done. No, going into space is amazing, whatever the cost. So it's fantastic. Musk might be the greatest person of our generation. Love that he doesn't care what others think. This is why he can get what he gets done. Because he doesn't have meetings with business people saying, oh, we might get sued, we might. No, he does what he wants. It's great he has the money to do it. I love his attitude, everything about him. He's crazy in a good way. It's excellent. And again, the people, like when Tesla ran into that truck on autopilot and killed the driver, and people went up in arms, oh my God, Tesla, we can't have the. Yeah, it was the guy's fault. They say keep your hand on the steering wheel. It happened. The guy killed himself. It was partially to blame. But those are the bugs that work out. Again, should have known the risks. My brother owns a Tesla. He knows autopilot's not foolproof. He's not an idiot. That guy was an idiot. So, yeah. All outstanding. I love the going into space. A great story. And then we have George Floyd. Just awful. I'm liking the riots though. And I knew exactly what Fox News would do, all the Republicans would do, Trump would do. I mean, they follow a script every single time. It's the same script. It's always blame the victim. They love doing that. It's great. And then, yeah, just blame the victim for everything going on. The riots, it's all these poor blacks' fault. They have no reason to do this. They're destroying their own city. Bullshit. All right? Republicans and Trump and who's that asshole? Rush Limbaugh and all them. You ignored. I don't watch sports, so I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Kaepernick, the guy that knelt at the games. You made fun of them. You said sports wasn't a place for protest. And here's a guy doing something to bring attention to a huge problem in the United States. Doing it peacefully, not hurting anybody, just bringing attention to it. Yet you ignore him and make fun of him and call him an idiot and all sorts of names. So, what happens when you ignore a problem? Children know it. If you ignore a child that asks you for something, what do? They throw a fit. What's happening? Blacks in America are throwing a fit, and they have good reason to. So, light stuff on fire, riot, peacefully didn't work, so we're going to go this route. Good. You have no other options. I'm all for it. Some innocent people might get hurt. It's a shame, but that's what happens. You can't just focus. But to the black people, this isn't all on the police. Your culture and communities cause some of these problems. When the police come to arrest someone legitimately and they do it well, you are big on, what is the word? This is our own, and you must show us respect, both of which I dislike. Pride. There's a huge pride. But you can't hide behind that. If someone does something wrong, they have to be punished. You can't just do the, oh, he's one of us, and close ranks around him. That doesn't work. You push away the police, and there has to be a connection where the community respects the police and the police can respect the community. You can't butt heads all the time. You have to work together. Police are a requirement. And if you fight them all the time, they're going to fight back. So there's that, and then there's the, you have to show me respect. This is always something I've hated of the culture. Show me respect. And no, respect has to be earned. You don't get respect from the start. You can't just say that. I was at the aquarium in Chicago once, and there was a family that kept tapping on the glass of the fish and taking photos with a flash. And I told them, I said, stop doing that. There are plenty of signs that say, do not use a flash, do not tap on glass. Every single aquarium said it. And they got aggressive, and first thing was, who are you to tell me what to do? I said, well, the fish can't speak up for themselves, so I have to. And then one of the wife or somebody was, well, you show him respect. No, he hasn't earned my respect. What a stupid thing to say. You get treated how you act. If you act like an idiot that taps on the glass, can't read a sign, you're going to be treated as an idiot. That's a fact of life. So, yeah, get over that. And then there is the appearance. If you walk around covered in tattoos, pants hanging down, a tattoo that says kill all pigs or whatever, skull and crossbones, the police are going to judge you. That's life. You get judged on your appearance, on everything. I ask girls out by their appearance. I like attractive women. It's not bad. That's life. That's how we're programmed. I'm not going to ask an ugly chick out. So how you look matters. You could say, well, this is me. I shouldn't be judged on my appearance. Yeah, in a perfect world. But that's not the world. That's not life. You get judged on your appearance. If you look like you're going to kill somebody or look aggressive, look scary, you're going to be treated like you're scary. So get over that. There's a reason people walking in suits, the cops don't expect them to attack them. But if you walk around like a gangster, you're going to be treated like a gangster. Yeah. I mean, it goes both ways. Some cops are bad, but not all of them. You can't group them together. Just like some black people are bad, but not all of them. You can't group them together. Every group has good and bads. There are good and bad Muslims. There are good and bad Jews. There are good and bad Christians. There are good and bad Europeans, good and bad Russians, good and bad blacks, good and bad whites. Yeah. Judging each other based on stuff we can see, sex, color, race, ethnicity. Yeah, it's easy. That's why we do it. It's not right. Yeah, I hope people pay attention, but judging by Fox and Trump and Republicans in general, nothing will change. These riots will peter out. They'll use force because that's all they know. All the weak know how to use, and Republicans are extremely weak and pansies. So they'll just try to stop the riots with force, and we'll go back to the status quo. I hope not, though. Hopefully some leader can emerge out of this that can make a difference. We'll see. I don't have high hopes.